You are going to compete as groups in identifying the dependent clauses in part 2 of the article relating to Linda and Stuart Resnick. Okay? All right, here we go. Now, this is how we're going to do it. This is a long article. So I thought, how we're going to present it, you know? So here's what I did. I took all the sentences that have the dependent clauses. All of them. Let's begin with Dulce and Consuelo. Do you want to earn points for the subject and the verb?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So for each dependent clause, you can add 3 points. For underlining it, circling the verb or verbs, and underlining the verbs twice. Very good. So come up, come up, come up, come up. I think the first one, that's not a subordinating conjunction. This is a preposition. Preposition. So this is a preposition too. That's a gerund. And that's a preposition too, as a janitor. As a janitor. So this is not, no points there. This is a relative pronoun. You are correct. That's a subject. 5 points. Which quickly grew to 100 employees and made him his first million. You are correct. 5 points. Verb. Did you include quickly?
No.
Well, the line goes double line.
No. This just which is the subject and girl is the verb.
So it would be like this, huh?
Yeah.
10 points, 10 points. Before he graduated, correct, from law school in 1952. So this is 5, 5, and 5, 15. So 25, 25. When he needed some advertising work, very good, subject, verb, 15. Their first big purchase as a couple in 1971 was Teleflora, a flower delivery company that Linda revitalized by pioneering the flowers in a gift concept. Very good. Subject and verb, 15. So 15 here, huh? And 15 here, which makes it 55? Douglas.
I have a question. We say 100 employees in May. Is it May a verb too? The same?
You are right. 2 points for you. 2 verbs.
And also the first line in the third sentence was that their first big purchase as a couple in 1979 was a telephone. Is that also a preposition as a couple?
Prepositional phrase. Preposition, noun. Preposition in 1971. So they didn't say that was a clause. Yeah. But you are right. So that means I have to take away 5 points for that second verb. 50. 50. You would do the same thing. You would do the same thing. All right, ladies. Next. Here we go. Beginning with number 4. Coins and medallions, correct. 15 points. Yeah, I'm using green. After the Resnick's family physician, the physician is the subject, mentioned the fruit's key role in Mediterranean folk medicine, correct. 15. That pomegranate juice had more antioxidant properties than red wine, correct. 15. which showed a palm bottle with a broken noose around its neck. Correct. Subject and verb. 15.
60.
60. Next group, please come up. Okay. Okay. This is the section that had a lot of them. It had a lot of them. Let's see how many you got. What Warren Buffett is to investing. The verb is correct. The dependent clause is correct. The subject is correct. 15. Notice that if this is the subject, this relative pronoun is not the subject. A relative pronoun can be an object. Can be an object. All right, very good. If the fresh fruits and vegetables. This one? You are right, Alma. 2 points for you, Alma. Is a tragedy? You are right. Again, 2 more points for you. Let me write this and then Dulce. Go ahead, Dulce.
What about the next one? It has it starts with if and there, but it could be two. But what about if the first one don't have the verb? Because the second one is independent. The are ready.
It's tricky. You want to come in? You will do it.
I include one inside the other.
It's one inside the other. It's one inside the other. Let's look at the one that's inside. Which one is inside? That are. This is the one that's inside. And it ends right here. The have is the verb for vegetables and fruits. And this is the subject. All right. So, I cannot give you credit for these. I'll give you credit for the subject, and I'll give you credit for the verb. 10 points. 10 points. As a drug is a prepositional phrase. The clause begins with that. The clause begins with the relative pronoun. Okay? So I cannot give you credit for the clause, but I'll give you credit for the subject and the verb. Okay? Alright, so this is 10. This was 5, 10, 10. As previously reported in Mother Jones, she marketed Fiji's living water as a healthier alternative. Some prepositional phrase. No verb. This is a noun, but where's the verb? Where's the verb? So, not a clause, which the company claimed could contain 4,000 contaminants. That's correct. And this is the subject and claim is the verb. 15. All right, very good. 20. Pardon me? Number 8. You did that. 15. All right. So 30 plus 20 is 50, 65.
So I have a question. Can could stand by itself as a verb?
Can what?
Could.
Could would normally it would be a helping verb.
Can it stand by itself, like in that case?
Ah. Could harm. Could harm. 2 points for Douglas. Minus 5 points for you. We're going to call Douglas the executioner. He takes away the points.
They're hating me now.
They're hating you now.
I mean, I don't.
Don't worry, Douglas. They hate Donald Trump.
I hope.
How many points was for me?
4? How many?
It's for each one.
How about 6?
Yes.
Good. I was going to say, how about 8? How about 10? Okay. So.
Like for me, I ask because it's not about taking out point of them.
No, I
it's
know.
for me to
I know.
understand, like,
They should not think that way either. They should not think that way either. But they do. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, come on, come on. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, very good. Let's see. I think the first one you are correct. You are correct. That money really does grow on trees. So this is the verb. Subject, 15 points.
Mr. Galea, there's no problem even if there's a comma between them?
No, no. Because you see, this word is sometimes they put it as a non-essential word. So it does begin here. It begins with the subordinating conjunction. So it's correct. It's correct. Now, which focuses on making you.
Which is that? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
And the
verb.
verb.
Yeah. Okay. So this is not the subject. The subject comes before the verb.
Yes,
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So this is not the subject. And then this is another one, relative pronoun, correct. Will change is the verb, and it goes all the way to the end. This is 15. This one is 10, because you did not identify the subject. Okay, so 30, 40? 40. All right, very good. Okay, next group, quickly. Or maybe I can use green. All right, very good. That has 30% higher yields. Very good. Subject and verb, correct. This is 15 points. Then a conventional tree. No. Prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. There's no verb. This cannot be a verb because it doesn't have a helping verb. So this one, no points. In 2010, the Resnicks had an encounter at a dinner party that Linda says fundamentally, there's one inside, or that Linda says
That her approach to.
I think fundamentally changed. This is a verb. The dependent clause is this: that fundamentally changed her approach to philanthropy. The subject is that. The verb is changed. This one is like an independent clause. Like an independent clause. The dependent clause is that fundamentally changed. Okay? So, I'll give you credit for the dependent clause. Harvard professor Michael Sandel, the ethicist known for his provocative questions, asked the assembled guests if they would be happy living in a town. Very good. Correct. Subject, verb, 15 points. That was perfect in every possible way except for one terrible secret. Correct. Subject, verb, and you identify the dependent clause, 15 points. Everyone in the town knew that somewhere in that village, correct. Wait a minute. Where's the verb? Where's the subject? You didn't continue. You didn't continue. There was a small 6-year-old.
Who was?
Child. This is another one. This is another one.
We didn't get it all.
Like that. Being tortured. Okay. So you see, if you start here, this is prepositional phrase. This is an adverb. Prepositional phrase. The verb is right here. The subject is child. Child. So for this one, you don't get anything because you didn't complete the dependent clause, you didn't identify the verb, the subject, you didn't do this one. As read, on this one you do. Dependent clause, subject, verb, 15 points. Douglas, any errors? All right. 15, 30, 45, 50, 50, 65, correct? 65. Not bad, not bad.
I just have a question.
Question. Yes, Douglas?
And we'd say if
What number?
number 15, the second line.
Second line.
It would say if they would be happy living. Is it living part of the verb?
Sharon.
It's not a three words.
Ah! They would be living. Ooh, he's right again. He's right again. Wow, Douglas, that's impressive. That's impressive. He just said, I just have a little question. Very nice, Douglas. Very nice. Comes down to 55. I mean to 60. 60. He's sharp. Gwendolyn.
In the
Number?
in the second line,
What number?
this the other one that is on the line is not a sentence, right?
This one is not.
It's not.
No,
Okay.
no.
And I confused.
There's no verb.
Yeah,
There's-
I know, but
This is one of the ones that can be a preposition or a
when I
subordinate.
see on the line, I see.
But I put a cross. I put a cross.
Okay.
No credit. No credit.
And I don't understand why in the number 14 do you say that is the subject and not in the.
You can see it better. You can see it better if we put a comma
Okay.
here and a comma here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Next group, quickly. Sentence 16 has an embedded dependent clause. Embedded dependent clause. Two subordinating conjunctions. Two subordinating conjunctions. This is the first one. It's identified correctly. Verb. Subject, verb. So this is 15. Because you had to leave the town. Subject and verb. 15. When dinner was over. And they got back in the car. Is that a double dependent clause?
Isn't that a combo?
Huh?
And? No, when it's an and.
Yeah.
They could have a comma there too, so.
I think two things happen after when. Two things happen. Dinner was over and they got back in the car.
It's together.
I think it's together. Yeah, it has two clauses with when, because there's a comma. So for this, 10 points. When she retold the story on stage at the 2013 Aspen Festival, correct? Subject and verb, 15. Resnick stopped short of spelling out exactly what she thought that her husband was alluding to. Excellent, excellent. So, subject and verb, 15. That is invisible. Subject is husband. Was alluding is the verb, 15. Nor would she elaborate when I asked her about it. Dependent clause, subject, verb, 15. By then, she has certainly seen the negative stories, such as the one in the Los Angeles Times that described Lost Hills' jarring third world conditions. That's the subject. Discovered is the verb, 15. All right, so 30, 45, 60, 60, 70, 85, correct?
100.
85, 115. Whoa. Any questions? Just, Kayla? First sentence.
It don't need that, or it don't need that because it has because.
Yeah, because it has because, and because it has if, we don't need that. And they identify both.